Are we waiting for Brian? Is he on?
It looks like he is.
Okay.
I'm here.
Okay, good. Okay. Are we live?
Okay.
1 second, then they'll go live.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, we're live now.
Okay. We'll go ahead and call the special meeting to order, and then we can go ahead and do roll call.
Mr. Chavez,
Here.
Mrs. Evanson,
Here.
Mrs. Heights,
Here.
Mr. Jones,
Here.
Ms. Lima.
Here. Okay. So do I have a motion to approve the agenda for today?
Motion to approve.
Motion to approve the approve. Second.
I'll second that, whichever way we want to go.
Barb made the
Either way.
motion, and Angela seconded.
Okay. Mr. Chavez,
Yes.
Mrs. Evanson,
Yes.
Mrs. Heights,
Yes.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
Ms. Lima.
Yes.
All right. So today we are here to approve the resolution for the boundary changes. So I can read the resolution and then we can have a motion and a second and discussion. So the Board of Education's vision is to engage, equip, and empower each and every student each and every day. The district has been experiencing declining enrollment since 2019, and the district has conducted a school efficiency evaluation using its elementary declining enrollment committee to process recommendations produced by the Alvarez and Marsal Planning and Support Report recommending further elementary school closures affecting Clifton, Nisley, and Scenic Elementary Schools. And the district demographer has worked with administration to develop revised enrollment forecasting the post-closure school boundary recommendations and information on student enrollment, building capacities, program, redeployment plans, and recommendations from the demographer were shared with the Board of Education. And shifting elementary school students living in the Clifton, Nisley, and Scenic Elementary School attendance areas into adjacent schools is necessary to implement the changes. And the schools affected includes Broadway, a portion of Chatfield, Fruitvale, Orchard Avenue, Rocky Mountain, Taylor, and Wingate Elementaries. And revised boundaries for the attendance areas and partial attendance areas are contained in the attached exhibits. Therefore, be it resolved, the Board of Education hereby directs the superintendent to work with the district's demographer to make the necessary boundary adjustments as described in the attached exhibits. And the attached exhibits are the descriptions for the boundary changes. Do I have a motion to approve the said resolution?
Motion to approve the resolution.
Second.
Okay, any discussion?
So real quick, just so everybody is watching and understands, I know we discussed it Tuesday night, but this is the move forward with when we were debating between Thunder Mountain and Taylor. There was more compelling evidence for students to go to Taylor, and so that's one of the amendments in there is to have the boundaries set up for that. So, but everything else is the same that y'all saw on Tuesday night.
Yeah, I would say from the information that the board was presented with on Tuesday, it seemed like Taylor made sense, and there were still obviously some seats for school of choice if any of the other Clifton families felt compelled to want to go to Taylor that may be redirected to Rocky or Chatfield. There were at least still some spots available. So I think that was a good recommendation. Board, any other comments? Okay, seeing none, Amy, we can go ahead and take the vote.
Okay. Mr. Chavez,
Approved.
Mrs. Evanson,
Yes.
Mrs. Heights,
Yes.
Mr. Jones,
Yes.
Ms. Lima.
Yes.
Okay, that is approved with a 5-0 vote. Board, any other discussion or anything?
The only thing that I would like to make sure is that once this process is going on, that teachers are involved in the process. on doing the transitions with each school, and especially kids that have disabilities.
Yeah, it's a good point. So Jen and her team, they have weekly meetings, and Clint's involved as well because there's obviously moves that'll happen. But they're meeting weekly with not only the schools that are closing and the administration there, but also the receiving schools, and working with the special education department and all the different departments to make sure that we are all on the same page with trying to make the transition as smooth as possible, and then also just figuring out where programs need to end up and where it makes the most sense. So I appreciate you saying that, and Jen and her team are on top of that.
Thank you. Will we be receiving a timeline on the process by chance?
Yeah, we can get an updated timeline for y'all on what all's happening in the spring, especially now that this vote's been taken. We can get you an updated timeline on everything from once the maps are updated online, and families can look for where they're going, to when, everything from school of choice, when we think we're going to be able to post positions, and then also when we're going to make some final decisions around where programs are going to end up. So we get that to you.
Thank you so much.
Shannon, our demographer, also just stated that the data for the population moves is coded with the IEP and the primary disability info, just if that helps. And then Director Lima, did you have something?
Yeah, I did speak with Jen Marsh this morning and requested that the board just get a summary each week, just saying, what meetings happen, just so that we can kind of keep up, because we're the ones that are going to be asked by the community a lot, how things are going and if certain things are happening, and that would be a great way for the board to just stay apprised of what they're doing and kind of how they're doing it. And she thought that was a good idea as well. So I suspect we will get some very brief summaries, but we'll know all along the way kind of how things are going.
Sounds good. We kind of did that with the east closure and with the Fruta 8-9 reconfiguration. Well, at least staff and Dr. Hill brought back updates in the superintendent report to the board about how things are moving along. So obviously we can make that more frequent if the board is requesting that. So maybe at whether business meeting or work session, Dr. Hill will let you have the discretion of when you have information to update the board with, and that will help bring us along and our community along.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. All right. Anything else from anybody? Okay. Do you have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for your time. Have a good weekend.